Hello everyone and welcome to American Firearms Network. Thank you for watching our show. We have a great episode for you today, a disturbing episode of a home invasion in the middle of the night. A guy with his girlfriend, the guy has his friend sleeping, I think, on the couch or in another room in the house, and two burglars come in the middle of the night. I cannot think of anything scarier than that situation.
Yeah.
And they go in, and one of the guys came in and starts pointing the gun, and this shootout kicks off between the homeowner and one of the robbers. And it went on, it kicked off, they're shooting at each other.
Yeah.
And they both got shot. And the girlfriend, who was sleeping, took a bullet right in the back. One thing that I saw, first of all, I can't think of anything scarier than Instructor Paul, right? I mean, you're in the middle of the night and all of a sudden these burglars break in and you're getting your gun and you have a shootout. What's scary that? And then I saw how, the first thing that came to my mind is how the owner of the house was shooting the gun. It was wobbling all over the place and he didn't have a good grip. And I understand, listen, it's scary. I'm not taking that lightly. You don't know how we're going to react, or anyone's going to react, right? It's so petrifying. He was able to get a few shots off. He was able to shoot the guy. The guy stumbled out, and they ended up catching that guy. The other guy's still on the run, but they caught one of them.
Let's back up. The first thing you do when someone's in your house, if my wife is sleeping next to me, I'm going to alarm my wife. I'm going to let her know, listen, someone's in the house, get on the phone, call 911. Okay? I'm not going to have my wife laying down in the bed right now. She's up. Okay? Especially when I know that there may be shots coming through. She needs to get down. So the first thing I do is I make sure that my wife is alarmed. She knows there's someone in the house. I wake her up, get on the phone, call 911. That was the first thing that should have been done. Okay?
Yeah.
There's no way those guys should have been shooting and he has his wife or girlfriend still sleeping.
Yeah. That's
a no-no, because look, if she was awake, she could have at least got down under the bed and took some cover. So that's so important. And we go back to the old scenario of training. Because we saw how he was holding his firearm. You could tell he didn't have a lot of experience. Okay?
Yeah.
So the training is important. They do this force-on-force training.
Yeah.
That's very, very good. If you've never done it, it's worth getting involved in that, because they will do these scenarios where you can get involved in this stuff and you can prepare yourself mentally for that.
I know many police officers, so do you, and with all our training that we have, instructor training, whenever a police officer is involved in a very serious gun battle, right, where lives have been lost and where the officer has had success, and they go to the officer, how did you handle that in such a violent situation? Every one of them says training. So you got to train for this. You have to be prepared. You want to have a gun in your drawer on the nightstand. How do you not prepare? How do you not train? How do you not get some lessons? Like Paul said, force-on-force lessons. They give them in a lot of different locations. You might have to travel somewhere to get a class like that with a good instructor.
Yeah.
But how do you not practice those scenarios? Even go over it with your family or your wife or your girlfriend. Listen, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how we would act in that situation, right? It's terrifying. It has a sound sleep, there's no question about it.
Did they have an alarm system go off?
I don't think so. Was there an alarm? I don't think so.
No alarm.
I think that if he would have had training, he still would have been freaked out and panicking, but he would have been more in control than he was there. He would have had a little bit more control. Totally, we would be freaking out. I think any normal person would be freaked out. But I think with the proper training, the freak out would be much less.
Todd, I always say, and I say to my students, always have a game plan. It's important that you have a plan. you need to talk about this with your spouse, talk about this with your kids. I know for a fact, even in my house, we have a plan. God forbid if that happens, my wife knows what she's going to do, my daughter knows what she's going to do. Everybody has a plan to stay alive. One on the phone, calling the cops, my daughter's secure, I'm the one that's going to have the firearm to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
But you have to have a plan.
We talk about this and teach on this all the time.
Yeah.
I go over this scenario with me and my wife a lot. I have a gun on my nightstand, but I have guns in other parts of my house. Because you don't know, someone can roll up on you, sound asleep. You might not be able to get to your nightstand. They might march you into the living room. Now what?
Yeah.
Maybe you keep a gun under the couch or something where you can reach for it. Different, you have to figure out the worst scenarios in the world that's going to happen. Because everyone says it's never going to happen to them. And it can happen. It's scary stuff.
It's scary.
But I give the gentleman credit, the fact that he could pull that gun out.
Yeah.
And he got lucky with a couple of shots. Right. He got lucky. He was able to hit, the perpetrator, and they were able to catch that guy who was stumbling out. So the guy put up a fight, the best that he was able to do.
He done the best what he could have done.
I gotta give him credit for that.
Because some people could have froze. So easy to freeze in that situation, A couple of guys coming in your house and you freak out, you don't know what to do, you got a gun, you can't use it. So I'll give him 10 out of 10 for at least having that.
I agree with you, I give him a lot of respect.
Yeah.
But a little more training, he would have been a little bit more in control, still freaked out, but a little bit more in control. And I saw stories and videos from my training that, you have these guys who think that, I'll kill someone. You know what? They get in a situation, they freeze up.
Yeah, they freeze up.
You never know how you're going to react. But I'll tell you, the more training, the more comfortable you are with your firearm, the better chance that you have of survival in that type of situation.
Yeah.
Instructors, I want to ask a question. Let's put a spin on the entire thing. Now, the first guy was just put on the ground. Do you think if the guy didn't shoot, he would have eliminated that situation? Because they were just trying to rob the place. Was he right to start a shoot immediately?
Yes.
Yeah.
My opinion, yes. Okay, you have someone in your home. You never give these thugs control over your life. Yes, you have to be careful. Could he have been a little bit more careful? Like Paul said, alert your girlfriend, get her off the bed. But things are kicking off. You have strangers in your house robbing you, okay? Don't let the thugs control your life. You have a firearm, do what you had to. Look what happened. He used his firearm, the guy ran out, they ran out, he ended up getting a bullet. You can't be submissive. I don't believe in being submissive to these robbers. You have a gun, you have a way to protect and defend yourself. Absolutely defend yourself every single time.
Now, it also depends as well, Tom. Because if I'm upstairs, my bedroom's upstairs, and I hear that there's guys downstairs, I'm not going to rush down there with a gun to look for these guys. I'm going to stay, call the cops, stay in that room. The minute they breach that room, that bedroom door, it kicks off, okay? But if they want to go downstairs and steal my television, steal my refrigerator, steal my computer, have at it, okay? But once I'm safe in my bedroom and my daughter's safe and my wife's safe, we call the cops. But the minute they come up that stairwell and try to breach that door to come in, then it's a different animal. But I'm not going to go down there looking for it.
In that scenario that you're talking about, I 1,000% agree. You have your safe room and you stay there, and you wait to see what's going to happen. Okay? In this scenario, when you have the burglar right in front of his doorway, and he's going around, going through the drawers, and he's about to come for you, it's a different scenario.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So, anyway, thank you guys. Please, we hope you enjoyed our conversation. Please leave some comments. Let us know what you think. And thank you for watching. Have a great night. Hey, tip of the day, get training, okay? Get training. If you're not in Florida and you can't take some lessons from me and Paul, find a local instructor in your neighborhood to get training. It is so important so you are prepared for any situation in your home or outside of your home. Thank you.